Before I leave this creek today, next hour or two, it's going to be 100 degrees. Dry, hot, nuts. And right there is a perfect example of why I'm a hickbilly, not a hillbilly. A hillbilly right now will be at a bar somewhere sucking down a cold and listening to Vern Gosling and Merle Haggard. Oh no, not me. I'm a hickbilly. I'm going to be out here to be foolish. Hot. The only saving grace is there is a breeze sometimes, maybe not here in the creek bottom. And once in a while clouds, because we got some weather supposed to be coming in. But dry. We've had so little rain. Visibility is going to be bad, and whatever. I'm still going arrowhead hunting for a little bit. Just for y'all. Look at that. Right there by the truck. I mean, it's really nothing, but it sure is a piece been hit on. Got the bowl of percussion I talk about all the time. Look at that, right by the, I just got out of the frickin' truck. And that sucker's hot because it's crazy, nasty hot. And here we go, because I'm just a fool. Be back in just a second. The deal is, besides the fact I'm not doing this enough, now this is the same spot where I found the ads last month. I'm just going a different direction. My wife went down here. My wife can't find an arrowhead if I throw one at her. I've been at our little restaurant this morning waiting on a heating and cooling guy. We've had air conditioning problems the last few weeks. We've done several things to it and it still ain't working. And he never showed back up. He never called or nothing. So I give up. Man, I hate waiting on people. I sure don't want people waiting on me. Disappointing. I had planned on my day around that, if y'all know what I mean. And so instead, I'm here in the Sahara Desert of central Missouri. Look at this. It's just crazy. It's been over a year since we've had a real good high water event. We've had a few times where it's come up a little bit for short periods, but nothing. We're somewhere around 5 inches or slightly less of rain all year. The only water in the creeks now is spring water. And so basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's going to be tough. For one thing, I'm still hunting behind a lot of other people. And in over a year's time, that's a lot of people. So, needle in a haystack. It's okay. The whole point is you can't find it if you ain't looking. And I know that makes sense to folks. If you haven't watched my videos before, a lot of my videos talk about that. I spend a lot of hours looking for very little. But once in a while, something pops up, something cool. Appreciate y'all that do watch and support this channel. Again, I apologize to a degree. I don't do as much as I used to. Other things get in the way. And I can't help that. But we're here today. I spend a lot of time on my channel talking about things besides arrowheads because you have to understand there's a lot of stuff out there that aren't arrowheads, and you'll hear terms like spalls and flakes, debitage. So right there, it's nothing, that's a spall, but that's been hit on by man. There's that bubble percussion on that end again, where the force was required, it took to draw it off of the main rock, and it left a round bulb. And not much else was done. They took some flakes off the side and it discarded it like I'm going to. Because I literally have 10,000 pieces like that I kept over the years. I'll still keep a real pretty one sometimes. I know I'm talking to some new people here and some old timers that get it. I call it clues to the scene of the crime. That's what we're looking for. It keeps you interested. And that's about the third or fourth piece I've seen. And I started talking about this last summer, was the visibility issues. I've never seen these creeks grow up with weeds like this. Last year was bad, this year's worse. except the weeds aren't as tall this year. There's been no fresh water flushing stuff out, so it's making me have to look extra hard and extra careful, and not to mention it's extra buggy, extra prickly on the skin sometimes. It's pretty rare that this isn't running water through here. Thought I'd make a note because I always try to think of something cool to say. Kind of hard for a guy like me. I always peek at the banks. You just, artifacts, arrowheads, whatever, are where they are at. And most of these that get in the creek come out of banks like that. Now this stretch here, for as many artifacts I've found in this part of this creek in my life, I've only found 2 ever in the bank, and that was upstream here a little bit. These banks get ate out more and more every year though, so I always check them out. Look along here, look for something poking out. And I can't tell you where to look because you would think they'd be in that first, 1.5 to 2 foot like they are other places I dig, but I've found a couple down here because floods change things. Man, I love walking my creeks. I've talked about this quite a bit over the last couple of years since doing this YouTube stuff. Love arrowhead hunting and fishing and trapping my creeks, but this is insane. The rocks all have scum and dried up scum, moss, algae on everything. There's no visibility to speak of. An arrowhead would have to be sticking up and cut me to find it. Well, it has been 125, 130 yards of nothing. No visibility. I don't know if that's something or not. Boy, it sure looks like something. Oh, no. Dadgummit. Oh, for just a few seconds there, Well, I'm about a half mile upstream. Upstream, that's funny since there's no stream. About a half mile upstream from where I started. About an hour, a little over, and hit the property line. A lot of gravel here to look at, but again, this has had no water on it in forever. And I have hunted this a couple times. I'm going to do it again, because I'm still not done. I'm going to give it an effort. I come up that bank in the shade, that little old dried creek bottom. That was almost nice. Little breeze going down through there. It ain't going to be nice now. I'm not done yet. And this is perfect situation to find stuff. I've just never found, I don't think I ever found an artifact on this gravel bar, ever. How's that for weird? Of course, just thinking here, no, I've never found anything on this gravel bar to speak of, but at least I have visibility. I can actually see bare rock. So if there is something here, obviously a professional arrowhead hunter finder like me, whatever. Okay, I see can't see through the camera, I see a napped edge on that white rock right there. It's about 4 foot in front of my shoe. That is most definitely a napped edge. What it is, I don't know, but I can see it from here. Let's wade in and find out. Of course, need the other hand to kill zoom. Okay. Sometimes this is a bouncing act, y'all. Alright. Yeah, it's just nothing. Okay. That's what you call a mirage. Okay, it happens. Sometime I'll do a video explaining mirages. This is why arrowhead hunting in the creek can be a good team sport. Because there's so much ground to cover. I mean, I'm zigzagging around and I'm obviously not getting all of it. You can cover more ground more effectively with help, and if you happen to pass out in the sun and the heat, whoever's with you will maybe help you, or maybe just take your arrowheads and run. I don't know. Maybe both. Well, that's obviously something. It's nothing great, but it is something. Look at that. This is fall. Sure enough. Big old log flakes drawed off of it, like I always say. It was never anything else but a spall. I keep hoping, tell myself that maybe something amazing will happen. So you put your time in, you feel like you earn it, you deserve it, which really don't matter for nothing. I've been on this gravel bar for over 30 minutes. I haven't covered, oh, maybe less than a third of it, and haven't covered that well. Petrified wood right there. Yeah, not much. That's the whole point of it, though. If it was easy, everybody would do it. You gotta put your time in. A lot of conditions going against me. I talked about this last year, and it's even worse this year. We just have not had the water to put fresh stuff down. Bring in new rock or turn old rock over and expose stuff. And the fun is still in the looking and the searching. Okay, so maybe another quick point. Wet breeze feels good. Supposed to have some weather coming in. I said I've never found an artifact on this 80-yard stretch. I never have. Found cool rocks, there's cool chert, some cool crystal and stuff, but never have found one. So you ask yourself, well, why are you looking now? Because you just never know. Artifacts, arrowheads, they're where they're at. Things change. Just upstream here a ways back, 10, 15 years ago, we talked about how we never found anything in that stretch. And since then, I found 30 whole points and blades in that little stretch I'm talking about. It just, things change. Things change upstream. Banks wash out. Things erode. So you always, just because you never found nothing, don't mean you don't need to keep looking there. Because you're going to hear a story someday about, man, yeah, here what I found so-and-so. That's, you never quit looking. That's what it's all about. Well, that's enough of that, y'all. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I mean, it's what I do. It's how you do it. You got to spend the time at it. I know I said it so many times. Got one more little stretch here I'm going to look at, but I'm heading back. Heck, I can't hardly talk. It's a blessing for some of y'all, right? Appreciate you watching as always. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't. That'd be stupid to subscribe to something you don't care about. That'd be kind of ignorant. Whew. It's just, luckily there's a breeze, but it's hot. I'll tell y'all one thing. This short hair may not look as cool, but it sure is cooler. Probably 105 degrees on top of this gravel, or better. No climb for a climber, but I fall down more than I used to. Thanks for watching, y'all. Maybe next time. God bless.